Single mothers are realizing men don't want them. They're looking for someone else to blame.
I'm a single mom and I was just seeing someone for 8 months. And in the beginning, I was like, yeah, obviously, I have a daughter. She's part of me. She's part of the deal. So like, if you are okay with that, like 100%, I will pursue this with you. And he said, I want kids. That's no problem. Like it's all good. Like, don't worry about it. We never even dated. We just saw each other for 8 months. He never asked me to be his girlfriend or anything. But guess what his number one excuse was? Why he couldn't move forward. That's right. The fact that I have a daughter, and he came to the realization after 8 months that she's still there. She still exists. And I'll be honest, I am terrified now to continue dating because I'm scared to get attached to someone and they're okay with me being I'm gonna cry. They're okay with me being a single mom. And then I fall for them and fall in love with them. And then the fact that like I'm a single mom is the reason that when they said they were okay with that. So that fucked me up. That fucked me up pretty good. That was pretty traumatizing to have someone make me fall in love with them over 8 months and be okay the fact that I have a daughter and then be like, actually, JK, like I'm not okay with that. And then just never talk to me again. So
The truth is, he just wanted to score. Nobody actually wants to take care of another man's child. Maybe he caught feelings halfway through and tried to test things out, but after 8 months, he realized he had no authority over the kid and looked for an out. You got played because you accepted a man into your life and your child's life without even communicating what the relationship actually was. He had free access for 8 months, but he knew that if he stayed any longer, things were only going to get worse for him.
I'm done dating, especially as a single parent. I am done dating. It is not worth it. It is far too hard to date anyway. And then on top of that, you get such a little bit amount of free time away from your children, right? And we try to use it to obviously go on dates, etc., and meet people. But what's the point? Because it's just a waste of time, because this generation of dating's fucking cooked. Like, it is done. Like, it is well and truly done. We get one life, right? We get one life, and I'm done wasting it on dating, especially in this generation of dating.
Okay, so I have some advice for dating a single mother, any single mom, especially one with multiple children. Be her peace. Be her peace. Don't add chaos. We've already had that. We've already had plenty of that. We've lived through chaos to try to make things work, and it didn't work. Be her peace. Thank you.
Unless you're a widowed single mother, there is no reason to have sympathy for women who complain about the chaos in their lives. The reality they refuse to admit is that they chose that chaos by choosing the wrong men. Now, they expect a new man to step in and provide peace, even though he will always be a second priority to their children. It's a losing bargain for any man to sign up for a situation where he provides all the stability but gets none of the priority.
Men who try to shame women for their age and for having children, and to those men only. How dare y'all shame women for their age when they age better than you? What am I talking about? You're balding, your testosterone's dropping, and you suffer from broken dick! I'm tired of the erectile dysfunction! I can hear it in your lip dick fucking voice. Don't you dare come for my older queens. Because let me tell you something, men. Y'all only have 5 good years of dick. That's all y'all got in you. 5 good years. Because when you're younger, you don't know what to do. And when you get older, it breaks! I'm tired! I'm tired! Don't you ever shame women for their age again!
So I've now been single for about 8 months. Mentally, probably a lot longer. But I don't know how to go about this. There's been a couple of people that I could have seen something blossoming with. One couldn't because he wanted kids and I didn't. And 2, there was an age thing. And what am I supposed to do? I have my kids 90% of the time. And what am I supposed to do? Meet somebody on a Friday and Saturday and be like, oh, see you in a couple of weeks' time? It just becomes a really, really difficult situation. And also, do I want to meet somebody that hasn't got kids and doesn't understand the kid situation, or somebody that has got kids, which then brings more kids into the factor, and now I have 3 and then there's more children? Like, help.
It's bad enough that your children are growing up without their father around, but putting them in a situation where a rotation of different men comes in and out of their lives is a massive mistake. This should be a no-brainer for any mother, yet you chose to complicate their upbringing by prioritizing your own temporary companionship over their stability. Stop asking the internet for advice. You aren't looking for answers. You're just looking for validation from strangers because you're stuck in a mess of your own making. You created this instability by letting a man in without a plan, and now you want someone to tell you it isn't your fault.
When you come to the realization that as a single mom, your bills come more often than you do.
A lot of people got something to say about the fact that I got 6 kids with 6 different men. So I'm just going to tell y'all why it is better to do it this way. If I had 6 kids with all the same dude, I get 34% of his income, which is only $680 a month. If I got 6 kids with 6 different dudes, I get 17% from each one of them, which is $340 a month from each one. $340 a month times 6 baby daddies is $2,040. So why don't you have 6 baby daddies?
It's even worse that this isn't just a theory, it's the actual reality she's forced on her children. She's turned her home into a revolving door of litigation and child support checks, treating motherhood like a business venture where the only profit is a life of shared poverty. She's literally fragmented her children's lives into 6 different cases, ensuring none of them have a cohesive family structure just so she can play the numbers game with state statutes. The pure lack of accountability is staggering. She's gaming a system that was meant to be a safety net for children, not a career path for women who refuse to choose better men or build a stable life. She's out here bragging about collecting $2,000 a month across 6 different men as if she's won some financial prize, while her kids are the ones paying the ultimate price for her choosing chaos over a stable home.
What are y'all doing with this dating bullshit? We're fucking this all up. We're all gonna end up single. We're dying alone, bro. Like, you're gonna call your friends with benefits on your deathbed. And they're still gonna ghost you. And then you're gonna ghost them. I'd love to be a lesbian, but all I can think about is I can't put my mouth on a baby shooter. Okay? So I need y'all to, like, get it together. I would love to love men. But also, I don't know if I can get past using YouTube to fix shit.
It is peak dysfunction to film a rant about the struggles of dating while your children are literally screaming for attention in the background. She is so consumed by her own search for validation and a new man that she has completely tuned out the kids she's already responsible for.
It is easier being a single mom than a married single mom, despite the financial insecurity, sometimes housing insecurity, having to restart, removing the second adult from the home and just carrying 100% of the weight somehow turns out to be less stressful and causes less resentment than when you are sharing the house with someone who refuses to contribute. I know we're going to have triggered men jumping in the comments talking about how they work a full-time job, they're the breadwinner, they provide the health insurance, so how dare we say they don't contribute? But the contribution to a home is so much more than a paycheck. In most homes, both parents were working anyway. So both parents are managing their 40-hour work week, and then typically the mom is carrying 100% of the labor distribution within the home. I don't know why we call it distribution of labor when it's not distributed at all. The mental labor of being the CEO of your home, the boss of your entire family, is absolutely draining, and it's stressful. Somehow, when the other person's removed from the equation and all of it rests on your shoulders, it's easier. And I have literally heard from thousands of women in the comments that are saying the exact same thing. They may now be managing 2 or 3 jobs just to provide the same lifestyle for their kids, and they might be back in school full time, but they still say it's easier by themselves.
I'm 37 and a single mum, and I don't know what's worse. Realising that most of the guys your own age are really immature or don't know what they want or just want to mess with you or abuse you. Or realising that you entered the older woman category. And you're now sought after by like younger guys. And I don't know if that's a good thing or whether it's like, oh no. Like, I still see myself as pretty young. And apparently I'm not. And when you get messages off of guys saying I'm into older women, I'm the older woman.
So as a single mom, like, people tell me, oh, you need to look at single dads. And when I tell them that it's not typically my first choice, because single dads, for the most part, are just not the same as single moms. The caliber, we are just on a different level. And let me tell you, getting on the dating apps has made me realize that that is the truth. The amount of men I have getting on there, and they're telling me that their kids haven't even turned 2, but they've been divorced for 2 years. Like, sir, the math ain't mathin'. And then another one saying that he got divorced because his ex-wife was a shitty homemaker. When then you did the math and you know that at the time, not only were we in a global pandemic, but you had a 4-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a newborn. Yeah, no shit, she's sitting on the fucking couch trying to, like, gather her fucking thoughts. After between 4 and 6, that's like burnout hour as a single mom, or as a mom who stays at home with 3 young children. Like, no, listen, I don't know. I have yet to meet a single dad on here that has green flags. I hope I get proved wrong eventually, but let me tell you, single dads that I keep meeting on these apps are just, they're not it.
What's the problem with dating as single mums? I don't understand the issue with these men. We're talking men in their late 30s, like 38, 39, and as soon as you mention you've got children, they don't want to fucking know. And I don't get it. And then they go simping over 21-year-olds. And that's because they've got no responsibility. The free-spirited to get to do whatever the hell they want, and it makes them look good and feel better about themselves. There is nothing wrong with dating a single mother. Like, my kids are practically teenagers. Well, my daughter is. She's nearly 16. My son's nearly 11. If anything, I've got more free time now opposed to what I had 4 years ago. This whole stigma of, like, dating someone with kids has really, really got to stop. Like, it's wrong. It really is wrong. Like, what's wrong with me? I'm 33 years old. I know what I want. I'm responsible. I do a pretty good job raising my children on my own. I've been single 4 years. What's the problem?
I just wanted to come on here really and like, not like, just explain why sometimes I don't have my child. Majority of the time I do not have my child. And that is because he lives with his grandparents, my mum and dad's. He has been for the last 7 to 8 years. I gave birth at 17, fell pregnant at 16. I thought I was living this fairy tale life that this family I was having wasn't going to break up. It was going to be just amazing. But 6 months in, I gave up. I couldn't do it. I thought I was missing out on all the other people my age were doing, which was just drinking and messing about and stuff. And my mum then I signed over, my son over to my mum, which is called special guardianship. It's all gone through the court and everything. And he lives there. He's got the most stable life, which I couldn't give him. Like, I move all the time. I cannot stay in one place for over a year. I can't settle. I just can't do it. Which is so unfair on my son. So for me, I feel like I made the best decision for my son and for myself, because he has got the most stable life now. Like, I could not give him. He's 8 now, and I still don't think that I'm ready to have him. full time. I don't want to take him out of that stability. I don't want to move him, like move schools, because he's gained so many friends. He does after school clubs. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to like take that away from him. But it's hard. It is hard. I only see him once a week, on my days off at work. He goes to his dad's every other weekend. And he knows that I'm his mum. He calls me mummy, and he calls my parents nanny and granddad. And I just think he's the most loveliest boy, honestly. Like, he's the best, and my parents have done so well bringing him up. And yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and just tell you all.
Getting pregnant at 16 and a single mother at 17 is a mess, but signing your child over to your own mother just to go out and party is a total abandonment of responsibility. When her son eventually asked his grandparents why his mom isn't taking care of him, the truth is simply that she wanted to live like a teenager without him. Instead of going back to school to build a better future for both of them, she chose to legally walk away from being a mother just so she wouldn't have to miss out on the party.
Okay, y'all don't mind how red my face is, but I just wanted to get on here and say that I feel like the world is set up to be against single moms. Like,
Can I be vulnerable with you for a second? Because I don't know who can relate with this, but if you're anything like me and you just like over pour into people and then they just like totally leave you neglected, it's one of the worst feelings. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand it because I have so much love to give. I have so much love to offer. And I swear these people don't want my love. I swear y'all ain't ready for my love. I swear. And then I end up feeling like this. Then I'm like, I feel like I'm the problem. And I'm like, why? Like, why is one moment so good, the next moment so bad? Why do you play so many games nowadays? Like, why do you do this? Why? Maybe I'm just choosing the wrong people. I'm just sick of being let down. Like, is there anybody out there that wants love still? Like, dude, I'm so honest when I love someone. I am loyal when I love someone. I'm so supportive, like, and I don't need a man. I know I don't need a man, and I'm not trying to make you feel sorry for me or trying to pressure any man into being with me. That's like the last thing I want. I don't want to have to force someone to be with me. That's the thing. That's why I'm emotional, because I'm turning 27 in October. I have one child. I've already been married and divorced. I want more kids. I'm approaching 30. And I want this family. I want a solid foundation. I want this amazing guy. And I just haven't had much luck finding that. And I'm kind of scared sometimes.